You buy a Dolby Atmos soundbar expecting cinema sound, press play, and it barely fills your living room. In 2026, most budget models still disappoint under real movies and games. Today, we're revealing the best budget Dolby Atmos soundbars of 2026. Ones that actually sound big, clear, and immersive. Like the video, subscribe for real home theater upgrades, and share it with anyone stuck with bad TV sound. Comment below, what's the biggest issue with your current setup? Number 5. Ultimea Dolby Atmos Soundbar. The Ultimea Dolby Atmos soundbar earns the number 5 spot because it delivers surprisingly cinematic performance on a tight budget without the compromises that plague most entry-level Atmos bars. Unlike cheap bars that simply mimic surround with heavy processing, the Ultimea model uses a thoughtfully arranged array of drivers and a dedicated subwoofer to create a wider soundstage that genuinely extends beyond the TV screen. In everyday use, this translates into a feeling of space and depth rarely found in affordable systems. Atmospheric environmental effects, ambient music, and directional cues all have a sense of location, not just loud volume coming from the front. Bass performance is one of the system's most enjoyable traits at this price. The included subwoofer adds low-frequency weight that makes explosions feel physical and musical scores feel fuller, but it remains controlled and integrated rather than flabby or overpowering. Many budget subwoofers saturate quickly as volume rises, but the Ultimea stays composed, letting the mid-range and dialogue remain clear even in busy soundtracks. Dialogue handling is equally strong. Thanks to a dedicated center channel and careful tuning, voices stay anchored and intelligible without needing constant volume adjustments as effects and music compete. Ultimea's system also provides a surprising amount of user control for the price. EQ adjustments and surround intensity choices allow users to tailor the sound to their room and preferences, which is unusual at this level. While this model isn't going to fill a very large open-plan room with reference-level Atmos energy, it excels in small to medium rooms where most budget buyers live. Installation is straightforward, and once calibrated, the soundbar feels stable and natural across movies, series, and games. For viewers who want real Atmos presence without spending premium money, the Ultimea Dolby Atmos soundbar delivers above its price class and earns its place as a strong entry on this list. This is where budget Atmos starts feeling believable. If this comparison is helping you choose smarter, like the video, subscribe for honest home theater guides and comment whether your living room is small, medium, or large so the next picks fit your space. Number 4. Hisense AX5140Q Dolby Atmos 5.1 Soundbar. The Hisense AX5140Q earns the number 4 position because it delivers one of the most honest, complete, and physically convincing Atmos experiences you can buy on a budget in 2026. Hisense has focused on the fundamentals that actually matter in real homes rather than chasing flashy specs. This system combines a capable main soundbar with a wireless subwoofer and dedicated rear speakers, creating a true 5.1 layout that immediately feels more immersive than front-only designs. From the first movie scene, surround effects are clearly separated. Sounds move behind you instead of staying glued to the screen, and the room feels filled rather than just louder. Bass performance is a strong point for the AX5140Q. The subwoofer delivers deep, controlled low frequencies that add weight to explosions and musical scores without overwhelming the mid-range. This balance is critical at higher volumes, where many budget systems lose clarity. Hisense's tuning keeps bass impactful but disciplined, allowing dialogue to remain intelligible even during chaotic action sequences. The center channel does its job well, keeping voices locked to the screen and reducing the need for constant volume adjustments. This makes long movie sessions far more comfortable and less fatiguing. Dolby Atmos performance focuses on scale and height impression rather than pinpoint overhead precision, which is expected at this price point. You may not hear razor-sharp objects flying directly above your head, but you do get a taller, more layered soundstage that adds dimension to films and games. Rear speakers contribute meaningful surround movement, which greatly enhances immersion compared to virtual surround solutions. In small to medium-sized rooms, the effect is convincing and satisfying, making movies feel more cinematic without demanding complex setup or calibration. Where the AX5140Q really stands out is value consistency. It does not try to impress with gimmicks or exaggerated processing. Instead, it delivers a stable, balanced sound that works across movies, TV shows, sports, and casual gaming. Build quality is practical rather than luxurious, and advanced customization options are limited compared to premium systems. However, for budget buyers who want real 5.1 Dolby Atmos behavior, strong bass, and dependable dialogue clarity, the Hisense AX5140Q offers one of the most complete packages in its class and justifies its position near the top of this list. This is where budget Atmos starts feeling like real surround sound. If this is the kind of upgrade you're looking for, like the video, subscribe for no-nonsense soundbar reviews, and comment whether rear speakers are a must-have for you. Number 3. Samsung HW-Q700 Series Dolby Atmos Soundbar. The Samsung HW-Q700 Series earns the number 3 position because it delivers a balanced, reliable, and genuinely cinematic Atmos experience while staying within reach of budget-conscious buyers in 2026. This is where Samsung's tuning discipline becomes obvious. Instead of pushing exaggerated bass or artificial surround tricks, the Q700 focuses on stability, clarity, and believable scale. In real living rooms, the front soundstage feels wide and anchored, dialogue remains locked to the screen, and Atmos effects add height and depth without sounding forced. It is the kind of soundbar that immediately feels correct, even before you start tweaking settings. Dialogue clarity is one of the strongest reasons this model ranks here. Samsung's center channel handling keeps voices intelligible even when soundtracks get dense with music and effects. This matters more than most buyers realize, because many budget Atmos soundbars lose speech clarity as soon as the volume rises. The Q700 avoids that mistake. Voices remain natural and present, which allows you to enjoy movies and series without constantly reaching for the remote. Bass performance is controlled rather than aggressive. The included subwoofer adds depth and punch, but it stays integrated with the rest of the system instead of dominating the mix. Explosions feel impactful, yet subtle low-frequency details are still audible. Atmos performance on the Q700 series is focused on cohesive height impression rather than flashy overhead effects. Up-firing drivers help create a vertical layer that makes scenes feel taller and more spacious, especially in rooms with standard ceiling heights. While it does not deliver the razor-sharp overhead precision of premium multi-speaker systems, it does provide a convincing sense of elevation that enhances immersion without sounding artificial. One of the biggest advantages here is expandability. Samsung allows optional rear speakers to be added later, turning the system into a more complete surround setup, without replacing the main soundbar. This makes the Q700 series a smart long-term choice for users who want to start simple and upgrade gradually. In everyday use, the HW Q700 series proves to be consistent and forgiving. It performs well across movies, TV shows, sports, and casual music listening, without needing constant mode switching. Room calibration helps adapt the sound to different spaces, reducing uneven bass and harsh reflections. Build quality feels solid, and system stability is excellent, which adds to long-term confidence. While it may not deliver the raw impact of more aggressive systems or the deepest bass in this list, it excels by doing everything well and very little wrong. For buyers who want a dependable, expandable, and well-balanced budget Dolby Atmos soundbar, Samsung's HW Q700 series earns its place firmly at number 3. This is where budget Atmos starts feeling safe and regret-free. If balanced sound matters more than gimmicks, like the video, subscribe for honest comparisons and comment whether you plan to add rear speakers later or keep it simple. Number 2. Sonos Arc Dolby Atmos Soundbar. The Sonos Arc earns the number 2 position because it delivers one of the most polished, dependable, and room-friendly Dolby Atmos experiences available in the budget-leaning premium tier of 2026. This is a soundbar built for people who want immersive sound without technical friction, and that intent shows immediately in daily use. From the first scene, the Arc creates a wide, coherent front soundstage that feels anchored and stable. Dialogue stays centered and intelligible. Music spreads naturally across the room, and Atmos height cues add vertical dimension without sounding exaggerated or artificial. In real living rooms with imperfect acoustics, the Arc remains composed and believable rather than showy. What truly separates the Arc is consistency over time. Many budget Atmos bars impress for a week and then reveal weaknesses, usually in dialogue clarity or tonal balance. The Arc avoids that trap by keeping its tuning neutral and controlled. Voice is cut through dense mixes without harsh enhancement, which is especially important for streaming content where dialogue is often buried. Bass on the Arc alone is clean and restrained, prioritizing clarity over punch. In smaller rooms, this works extremely well, keeping sound tight and fatigue-free. In medium rooms, pairing the Arc with a subwoofer transforms the experience, adding physical depth without breaking the soundstage. Surround expansion with optional rear speakers is seamless, allowing the system to grow into a true surround setup over time rather than forcing an all-in purchase. Atmos performance on the Arc focuses on layering and scale rather than pinpoint theatrics. You may not get aggressive overhead effects, but you do get a taller, more enveloping presentation that enhances immersion across movies, series, and sports. Music playback is another strong point. The Arc sounds natural and spacious with stereo tracks, making it a solid choice for homes where the soundbar handles both TV and music duties. While it may not satisfy users chasing maximum slam out of the box, its reliability, expandability, and refined sound make the Sonos Arc one of the safest and smartest budget-conscious Atmos choices entering 2026. This is where Atmos stops being flashy and starts being reliable. If long-term comfort matters to you, like the video, subscribe for honest soundbar guidance, and comment whether you'd add a sub now or later. Number 1. JBL Bar 505.1 Dolby Atmos Soundbar. The JBL Bar 505.1 earns the number 1 position because it delivers the strongest balance of power, clarity, features, and real-world enjoyment you can get from a budget Dolby Atmos soundbar in 2026. This is the system that most clearly proves you do not need to spend premium money to get a cinematic, room-filling experience that works day after day. JBL's tuning philosophy is immediately obvious. The sound is bold, energetic, and confident, but it is not sloppy. From the first action scene, the Bar 500 creates a wide and immersive soundstage that makes your TV feel larger than it is, pulling you into movies rather than just playing sound at you. Bass performance is the defining strength here. The included 10-inch wireless subwoofer delivers deep, physical low-end impact that you can feel in the couch without drowning out dialogue or mid-range detail. Explosions hit with authority. Music scores swell with energy, and low-frequency effects add tension and excitement instead of noise. Unlike many budget systems that push bass too hard and lose control, the JBL Bar 500 keeps its low end tight and responsive, which allows the entire system to scale cleanly as volume increases. This makes it equally satisfying at moderate levels and during loud, cinematic playback. Dialogue clarity is another major reason this system stands at the top. JBL's pure voice technology keeps speech locked to the center and intelligible even when soundtracks become chaotic. This is especially valuable for modern streaming content, where dialogue is often mixed too quietly. With the Bar 500, voices remain clear without sounding thin or artificially boosted, which reduces listening fatigue and eliminates constant volume adjustments. Dolby Atmos support is handled through JBL's multi-beam processing, creating a convincing sense of width and height that wraps sound around the room. While this is not a true discrete height system, the effect is cohesive and immersive, especially in small to medium-sized rooms where reflections work in your favor. Another area where the JBL Bar 500 pulls ahead is overall versatility. Built-in Wi-Fi support with AirPlay, Chromecast, and voice assistant integration makes it easy to use for music as well as movies. Room calibration helps tailor the sound to your specific space, smoothing out uneven bass and reflections that often plague budget setups. This adaptability allows the Bar 500 to perform consistently across different room layouts without constant tweaking. Music playback sounds lively and engaging. Gaming benefits from strong directional cues and punch, and movies feel cinematic without requiring rear speakers or complex installation. There are limitations, and they are worth acknowledging. The Atmos effect relies on processing rather than physical height channels, and surround precision is not as pinpointed as systems with dedicated rear speakers. However, when you factor in price, performance, ease of use, and everyday enjoyment, the JBL Bar 500 delivers the most satisfying all-around experience in this category. For buyers who want strong bass, clear dialogue, modern features, and a sound that feels exciting rather than restrained, the JBL Bar 500 stands as the best budget Dolby Atmos soundbar you can buy in 2026. Final mega conclusion. The best budget Dolby Atmos soundbars of 2026 show that immersive home theater sound is no longer reserved for high-end systems or complicated setups. What truly matters is not how many logos appear on the box, but how sound behaves in real living rooms with real content. The soundbars in this list succeed because they deliver clarity when scenes are quiet, impact when action hits, and stability when mixes become dense. Each model represents a different approach to value, allowing buyers to choose based on room size, listening habits, and how immersive they want their experience to feel. As you move up the list, the improvements shift from basic immersion to coherence and confidence. Entry-level systems introduce Atmos presence and surround width. Mid-tier options refine dialogue clarity and bass control. At the top, the experience becomes effortless. Sound fills the room without strain, voices remain intelligible under pressure, and low frequencies add excitement instead of chaos. This is the difference between a soundbar that impresses for a week and one that continues to satisfy months later. Choosing the right budget Dolby Atmos soundbar ultimately comes down to understanding your space and expectations. Smaller rooms benefit from clean tuning and control bass. Medium rooms demand stronger subwoofers and wider projection. The best systems respect those realities rather than relying on exaggerated processing. They remain enjoyable at low volume, powerful at high volume, and comfortable during long viewing sessions, which is what defines true value over time. If this breakdown helped you choose more confidently, like the video, subscribe for honest home theater content, and comment which soundbar you would pick for your home and why. Your feedback helps shape future videos and keeps this channel focused on real performance, real value, and trust that lasts.